Do you think that there is still an opportunity to de escalate, or has Israel, with its massacres not only in Gaza, but also in the West Bank and in Lebanon, do you think that we have passed the point of no return?
You mean with regards to the future of the region?
With regards to the future of the region, with regards to a regional all out war?
It is possible. But if there is a regional war and the Americans enter, because that would mean that would be a regional war. If Iran and Israel get into direct conflict, Iran will batter the regime badly. And the only thing that can save it would be the United States. If the Americans want to enter the war, then all of their assets in Iraq will be destroyed. The resistance in Iraq would overrun them, and in Syria. And of course, their bases in the Persian Gulf would be gone, but so would those regimes in the Persian Gulf that host those bases, because they'll be seen as hostile. If the Americans attack Iran, then all those family dictatorships that host these bases, they are in serious trouble. Their gas and oil installations will be gone. So I don't think the Americans want that. I don't think the Americans uh, are ignorant about the economic consequences it would have for the United States and the global economy. It would be worse than the 1929 depression, far worse in my opinion. So at this stage, it's difficult to. I think it's still. Let's say I think the chances are that we won't see a regional war to that extent. But if Iran strikes Israel and Israel strikes back, Iran will strike again and again until the Israeli regime is punished adequately and deterrence is created. So, in a sense, yes, we have reached a point of no return. But if you mean the whole region and the worst case scenario that I mentioned, that I don't know. But ultimately, the Israeli regime will have to accept a ceasefire, and it will have gained nothing. And despite all the slaughter that we've seen and all the deaths of children and young girls and boys that we've been seeing over the last few days and the last year, and over the many years in what we've been seeing in Palestine and across the region, the menace that the West and Israel have created is not just in Palestine, it's not just in Syria, it's in Iraq. The war in Iraq, the Israelis were very much behind the war in Iraq, the invasion of Iraq. And Libya and elsewhere, Yemen, this menace, this regime, if it once it is forced to accept a ceasefire, then it will be severely diminished. And I think many Israelis will leave because the economy will never recover. No one is ever going to invest in Israel again. And so many of the elites, the smart, the intelligent people, business people, they'll leave. And the more fanatical Israelis will probably stay, but the regime will decline. So I'm optimistic about the future, although these are days of pain and suffering. But I am confident that Palestine will be liberated and Palestinians will be able to live in their land as equal human beings, and they will all be able to return home.